it's Lynn from LynnieCDesigns. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in West Sussex in the UK, and thank you for joining me today. I'm coming on to show you a card that I made for the latest global design project. It's a theme challenge this week and it's love. So I immediately thought that I wanted to use this fun die. Looks like a love heart, which sweets that we can get in the UK, for my card. And so I kind of had a bit of a play around. Oh, look, I'm bleeding. I changed the blade in my trimmer, and it's the first time I've changed the blade in the new trimmer, and I stupidly put my finger behind the track, and the blade was obviously still sharp. So you know what it's like with fingers, once they start bleeding it takes them forever to stop, and it's typical because I want to make a video. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. So this is the card I made, and actually it was a card that I made for a friend, for me and my husband to send to a friend. So today I'm going to come on and show a bit of a more masculine one, because I thought with Valentine's around the corner I can make a card for my husband. He doesn't watch these videos anyway, he's not interested in crafts, so he will never know. So this one is really pretty. The sentiment on the inside is from the lovely You cling stamp set, and for this next one I'm going to put this one, You're My Person, on the inside for my husband. So let's stop waffling. I'm bleeding, so I'm going to go away. I'm going to put you on pause and get a plaster. Right, I'm back. Plaster on. So for this card I actually used some of this beautiful rainbow glitter paper, which is just stunning. Because I'm going to make a masculine card, I'm going to keep it quite monochrome. I've got a cider opening base, half a sheet of A4, so 10.5 by 29.75, and then scored in the middle to create the base. A bit of balmy blue, that'll go underneath, and then 2 bits of white, which are for the front, one for the front, one for the inside, and they both measure 10.2 by 14.5. And that is it for supplies for the cards. I'm going to use 2 different ink pads, Misty Moonlight and Balmy Blue, same as the card. And then I'm going to use, as I say, I'm using this and this die from the Wreath Builder dies, which is absolutely lovely. There's 21 dies in all, and I'm going to use those 2 today. And then I have got letters from the Playful alphabet dies, and these are great. I love the way that these have the actual letters written on the card here, so that you can easily see if there's anything missing. And when I did my sample I lost the Y, I couldn't work out where it had gone, and it had actually gone into my sock, my slipper boot. Anyway, the Playful alphabets come in a bundle at the moment with Pattern Play stamp set, and this is really good, and I'm going to use this to create a bit of a interest to the background around the edge of the bit on the inside. And as I said, the inside I'm going to put one of the sentiments from the lovely You stamp set. So I'm going to pop that there. I kind of try to position my dies so I can get a visual. I think for the first one I drew a line, but if I show you how I get, or what I do when I'm doing this, to make sure it's in a straight line and I keep them where I want them to be, I get a ruler. I'm going to pop that out of the way, have that straight, And then just using my grid paper, I can pop those to make them in a line where I want them. Lovely. And then get a bit of washi tape. Pop that down. Just try and get some of the sticky off a little bit so that it doesn't remove the card. Or tear the card underneath, and then pop those. I shall pop that where I want it as well. Equally spaced. I'm winging it today. And then I shall go off camera and run that through my cut and emboss machine. I was thinking I could show you my little mini cut emboss machine. Just got it and I absolutely love it. So I will be back. So here we go. We will just carefully peel that back so that we don't lose the card. And I've managed to leave the actual letters on my plates. So the letters you can save for another day, another project. So you would actually get, and I will use those letters. I've got a little pot which I've collecting letters on. So we want to save the love heart. And what will have been left in here is the O. So we need the O for the middle bit of the O. And take that off there. So that's the back. Yeah, my husband's favourite colour is blue, so it's quite easy to do him cards. I find it quite easy. Now you're only going to see this bit, so I can actually die cut some hearts from the edge of this blue bit because it will be covered up. Bring this bit in and we shall do our little bit of stamping and sponging. Now I want to create, I'm going to use one of our blending brushes, and you can see I've used the Bermuda Bay on this. I did a class last night which was brilliant. Check out Emma Goddard, Coastal Crafter. She's been keeping me sane doing crafting classes with her, and lots of other lovely ladies. I'm going to start with Balmy Blue, and I've got these brushes come in a set of 3. I've only got one set, but I've got one that I've done yellows with, one I've done green, and this is my blue one. So I think you can wash them off in between, but I'm just going to keep it very simple. So all I'm going to do, and this is a very light blue, is just come in around the edges, and I'm not pressing particularly hard. Because you can always go back and add more. And it's very subtle, but it's really lovely. It's a really lovely way of softening up the edges and adding a little bit of a gentle hue. Always start off the paper that you're inking, adding ink to, and you can see I'm just sort of rubbing it round. And adding that like that. Perfect. I'm not going to add any more ink, but I'm just going to come in a little bit from the edge, because I'm then going to come back with the slightly darker colour and add a little touch of Misty Moonlight. So that's really pretty. It's very soft. So that's going to be much darker, so I'm going to make sure that I start off on all of this. And just a little bit of the dark, so that it's blending both of those two colours together. Is fabulous. Now the other thing that I did is taking the heart, because that's going to be popped up. I just want to highlight it a little bit, so again I'm angling it a little bit and just going in. Don't want to cover it all in colour, but I just want to add a little bit round all the edges, because that'll help it pop. Brilliant. I'm not going to add any more ink to that brush. I'm just going to, there we go. You see I'm angling it. Fabulous. So I'm going to left that open, so I'm going to just now, I've added the ink and I'm going to do a little bit of stamping around the edge. Now I want it to be lighter, so I'm going to stamp off once and then twice, and then on the edge. Just going to do it top and bottom. Just to create a little bit of interest there. So that's that, and then before I close that down, I'm going to put a sentiment on the inside. In full strength. Lovely. Get that dry, and then that, as they say, is that. So I'm going to keep it quite simple. I'm just going to pop some glue there, around the edge. Let's pop a little bit there. having to do it at just a little bit of an angle. I really thought about, I should have done the hearts that way. Live and learn. So we need to, this is how we adapt. Pop that off. Trim that off. Lovely. Now, what I may do is just pop a little bit down there and stick that down, but they are fabulous. The centre of the O there, and then I'm going to pop those up with 3 little mini dimensionals. And that just makes it pop, doesn't it? So we will stick that on the base. Now I could have dimensional this, but nice and simple. We will pop 3 hearts up at the front, on the front, sorry. And then that for the inside. And we've got 1 die cut heart left over. So rather than waste it, we will pop that there. Very simple. Now that could be an anniversary card as well, but there we go. Thank you for watching. All the details will be on my blog, and there'll be a link in the description box. So thank you for watching. Please comment, like and share, and I will see you again really soon. Bye for now.